guys, welcome back to my channel Curls Books and Bites. My name is Mohita and I make food and book related videos on this channel. And today, after a very long time, I am coming up with another book related video for you. The reason that I have not been making these too often is because I have entered into a really horrible reading slump phase ever since 2019 began. One of the reasons is probably because I picked up some wrong kinds of books in the beginning of the year and it completely changed my mood. But anyway, I am hopeful and I have this good feeling about March. In the meanwhile, I thought to declutter my cupboard so that I could make a little bit of space for more books that might actually end up encouraging me to pick up more books. So today's video is an unhaul video. This is the first time ever that I'm making such a video on my channel. In which I have a pile of books that I am going to throw away, give away, donate to a local library or whatever. I just don't want them in the house anymore. And I'm going to categorically tell you what are the reasons behind me getting rid of these books. The first category is the disappointment category, where I went into the book thinking that this was going to be brilliant, was going to change my life, blow my mind away, but it ended up to be rather disappointing. So the very first book in the disappointment series is Sorry to Disrupt the Peace by Patayumi Kotren. This is about a girl who is an Asian American. She is adopted by her parents. She also has an adoptive brother, and the brother either kills himself or is just dead. The book just rambles on and on without really reaching anywhere. Probably the book redeems itself in the last few 50 or so pages, but by that time I was very frustrated with this book. And also I purchased this book for 800 rupees, so it was absolutely not worth it. The second book that I do not want anymore is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I have had two different experiences with Murakami's writing. When I read 1Q84, I just completely loved that book, and then I read Kafka on the Shore and I was so disappointed. Again, a very frustrating read. A lot of things were happening but nothing was really happening. So I don't know, like many people do like this book, but I probably expected something different from Kafka on the Shore and I did not get that. So yeah, don't want this book anymore. The next book that I am going to throw out is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Again, I had read some raving reviews about this book and I thought that this was really magical, fantasy, and was going to completely keep me on the edge of my seat. It did so actually. For about 50 to 60% of the book was really good. But while it succeeded at building the world, I think it completely failed at the revelation part of it. So there is a mystery involved about this girl and her mother. Her mother goes missing and then she is on her way into something that is akin to a fairyland, and then there's this fairy tale book involved. There are a lot of things going on and it actually had a lot of potential, but I just did not like the way it was ended. And The Mountains Echoed by Khalid Hosseini. I have been a Khalid Hosseini fan for the longest time, especially and obviously after reading his previous two books, The Kite Runner and A Thousand Splendid Suns. And because I read these two, I obviously had massive expectations from this one and they were just not met at all. I don't really remember the story so well. It's about these two siblings who love and care for each other deeply, but in their adolescence or so, they are drifted apart because of certain life situations, and then their stories progress in completely different directions, and the story drifts across generations, continents, from Kabul to Paris. It's a very tangled sort of a story and I didn't like it so much. Another book that was quite a massive disappointment was Origin by Dan Brown. So as usual, Robert Langdon gets roped into this extremely action-packed mystery, suspense, time is of the essence kind of a drama, and honestly, I was very invested in this book. I was really having a time of my life reading this, but again, the last part was such a huge flop. I remember when I was reading this book and was reaching the end, I kept hoping in my head that the end should not be as stupid as I am speculating it to be. Unfortunately, it was such a huge flop for me. In this book, Robert Langdon gets invited to this museum where there's going to be this huge announcement by an extremely rich technology buff, someone like Elon Musk, to reveal this crazy discovery. But just before he could announce what the discovery was, the entire museum is blown up, and now Robert Langdon must rely on his skills and all the information that he has in order to find out what really happened. Basically, towards the end of the book, you get to know what that discovery was, and that discovery was just No. The second category of books are those books that are actually quite nice. I enjoyed while reading them. Some of them are really, really nice. But I just don't want to keep the copies anymore simply because I'm not very emotionally attached to these books, or I'm not fond of these books. One such book is Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh. Every Indian knows this book. It's a nice book, of course. It's poignant, it's dark. It's about this one village that is yet to be affected because of the India-Pakistan partition. But that one village is the representation of that impending unrest, massacre that is going to follow. Very thought-provoking. It will make you sad and scared. I just don't want the copy. Another book in this category is The Lowland by Jhumpa Lahiri. This book is about two brothers, one of which is a rebel, kind of a genius, but has his own outlook towards life, and the other is very studious but average, obedient, does not really do anything out of the ordinary. These two brothers are bound by tragedy. There is also this one common woman between them. It takes place in West Bengal. Unfortunately, the rebellious brother ends up finding meaning of life with the Naxals, and then thereafter life is never the same for this family. It was just very depressing and sad. Nothing good ever happens in this book. The language is very powerful, but I have no good reason to hold on to the copy of this book. The next book that I do not want anymore is Escape by Manjula Padmanabhan. To be honest, I have not come across this concept by an Indian author. So this is like an apocalyptic India, although India has never been explicitly mentioned in this book, but by the description of the characters, you can figure out that this is somewhat akin to the Indian culture. So basically, all the women are wiped off the face of earth, and in such an environment, there are very few families who are hiding girls in their houses. And this book is the story of this one girl and her uncle who are trying to make past the boundary of the country so that they can find a safe haven for the girl in another country. As an experiment, it's a nice book, but it's just too sad, dark, and very, very depressing. I also feel that this book could have been edited a little better. There are so many unnecessary descriptions that I feel are not doing anything to the plot. So yeah, I just don't want the copy anymore. Another book that I do not want any longer is A Murder on Malabar Hill by Sujata Messi. This is a fictional mystery book that revolves around first woman solicitor in Mumbai. She belongs to a Parsi family, the Parsi community, so you get to see a lot of Parsi culture in the book, obviously. She somehow gets roped into this murder mystery and she's trying to solve it while handling her personal baggage from the past. It's actually a decent mystery. It's just that I don't really have any particular fondness towards the book. The next book that I want to get rid of is Ghachar Ghochar by Vivek Shanbag. This book is about a family who almost overnight turns rich, and therefore the family dynamics change completely. It's a nice book. I enjoyed it when I read it, but I do not think that it impressed me so much that I should keep the copy for myself. The next book is such a typical teenagey romance book. I don't even know why I read that. It's called All American Girl. It's written by Meg Cabot. So it's this girl next door who somehow manages to save the president. Then obviously she is a celebrity overnight, and then from there a very teenagey story follows. Don't really need it. After this comes the category of extremely abysmal writing. I'm just going to run through these books. Some of these books are given to me by authors and they wanted me to review the books, but like one of them I reviewed, but after that I just stopped reviewing such books because I found that all these books were so bad, really. I'm not doubting their effort really, and I did not want to review these books, but I'm just giving these away. I have not read all of these. I read maybe the first 20 pages and I realized that all of these books were like written by 5th standard kids. I know 5th standard kids who can write better. I mean, some of these books have mistakes in the blurb and that is inexcusable. Like, that's the least you can do. Proofread your books. So the first book that I'm going to give away is My True Angel. The second book that I don't want anymore is Sunshine Town. The third book that I don't want is The Ineligible Millionaire. And the next book that I don't want is From Ashes to Dreams. Now for the final reveal. There is this one book that has been so popular in India that it actually worries me. The book that I want to burn, I'm not really going to do that, is The Immortals of Meluha. Oh my god. I really did not have much expectations from this book. I was honestly expecting another Chetan Bhagat. Turns out he is the Chetan Bhagat of fantasy. I don't know guys, like this book is so bad, the writing is abysmal. It is terrible. It is just so bad. I read about 80% of this book and I willed myself to finish it, but I just could not. And then of course there is this another book, the sequel to this one. It's called The Secret of the Nagas, but because I did not finish this book, there is no way in hell that I'm going to start reading this now. So yeah, that was it. That's my unhaul video. Hopefully after I have decluttered and made some space in my cupboard, I will be able to find the will to pick up more books. Alright, that's it really for today. Until next time, bye.